Hey Gabsia, American food's not great for you. That's not really a hot take.
Let's try Dunkin'. They just dropped
4 new weekly flavors.
milkshake mukbang.
It feels like every month there's a new food linked to cancer. Whether it's diet soda, deli meat, or Takis. What's next, my tap water? 50 years from now, we're gonna look back and be like, maybe we shouldn't have put Red 40 in everything. But despite all that, fitness influencers will look you straight in the eye and tell you that eating healthy is actually pretty easy. Like, what do you mean you can't lose weight? Just eat more protein. Especially because the internet is supposed to make it easier to figure out what's good for you. Except it doesn't, and the reason's a lot more complicated than I thought. So I've been thinking, why does it feel impossible to be healthy nowadays? I'm tired of buying protein snacks just to still feel like shit. My first thought was to just blame it on the food industry. They're putting Red 40 in everything, our drinks are basically just dessert, and I can't name half of the ingredients in a Twinkie. Humans saw plants and grain and then somehow made this. How? Actually, I don't know how Hostess makes any of their products. It's a mystery of the modern world. And what could you have possibly done to this burger to make it age like that? Science should not allow this. It's not surprising when you see TikTokers who leave the country and their diets immediately improve, because a lot of the stuff that we eat in the US is straight up illegal in other places. Like how half of the world agree that Mountain Dew isn't safe for human consumption. Not America though. I want that shit in my veins. I had a layover in Belgium one time and I tried European Fanta for the first time. And American Fanta is so different that I don't even consider the two the same drink anymore. You can actually tell they use real oranges instead of whatever shit they put in ours. Unlike in America, they actually have drink regulations. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. But it's not like you're forced to drink Fanta. CEO James Quincy isn't gonna break into my house and shove it down my throat. This is America and I can choose whatever liquid diabetes I want. So then I thought, maybe it's actually our fault that things feel so unhealthy. Because it feels like people on TikTok are allergic to eating normally. Like I'll open the app, see something like this,
This is not a veggie sandwich. Wow.
and then immediately lose faith in humanity. What the fuck am I looking at right now? At first I thought that this is just another shitty DIY food trend, but no, this is a real product that people are buying. Dunkin' is testing a 48-ounce bucket of coffee. For reference, that's about the same as 3 grande coffees from Starbucks, or about 2.5 bladders worth of piss. And I think it goes without saying, but you should not be having all that in one sitting. By the way, these buckets have like 600 milligrams of caffeine, and people are having them for breakfast. Like, did we not learn our lesson from the charged lemonade incident a couple years ago? The problem is that 80% of us rely on caffeine just to function, and by buying stuff like this, we're just making it worse. In the near future, everyone will drink coffee by the bucket, and humanity will overcome the need for sleep because we all run on caffeine. What the hell are you talking about? Can we maybe not do that? Also, I feel like some people should just be banned from customizing their drinks.
All right, here's another crazy one. 10 caramel, 5 Splenda, 9 cream. Thank God they got that Splenda in there.
If you ask for 24 pumps of sweetener when ordering coffee, something is terribly wrong. And I kinda get it, because most coffee places that I've been to taste like freezer burn, but it gets to a point where you're drinking syrup with a side of coffee. Let me get an iced coffee with 200 pumps of creamer, please. Oh, sorry, I don't think that's gonna fit. Yeah, let me just, excuse me. There we go. Now imagine all that in a 48-ounce bucket. For your own safety, I can't let you order that. But stuff like this happens all the time. We're slowly forgetting how to regulate our sugar intake. Every year, drinks get a little bit sweeter, and you don't realize it until you look at what the Starbucks menu looked like 10 years ago. I mean, does every restaurant need a seasonal sweet drink? And it doesn't help that making these food Frankensteins is a trend too. People are getting a little too creative on TikTok, and it's only getting worse.
For breakfast, I wanted to make a KFC Cinnabon sandwich, and I just cut the Cinnabon in half, and then I added some tenders and some gravy, and it is beautiful.
Hey, I just made some bullshit. You can't convince me that tastes good. I don't believe you. If I'm eating an entire day of calories in one meal, it's not gonna be icing and gravy. Also, whenever I see these videos, they never do anything normal. They're always like, okay, so first you do some ice cream, and then we crush it. Okay. Then we add a brownie, and then we crush it. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. And we add 10 Big Macs. What? Then you want to add your Ford F-150. What? And what's even worse is when they just straight up lie for the video. Everything is engagement bait nowadays, and I'm so sick of it. Because it skews our perspective on what's actually acceptable. And that's how we end up seeing food trends like this.
30-piece right on top.
Filet mac and cheese.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing with that bowl? You do realize how soggy that's gonna get, right? Look, you got about 5 minutes until that turns to mush.
You know we gotta keep it healthy. We gotta add that kale salad on top. This thing is gonna add some healthy.
Give it a little.
Healthy my ass. That's like 70% fries and chicken nuggets. Also, what's the point of the wrap? Doesn't that just defeat the whole purpose if you're gonna unwrap it? Like, why have a variety of foods when you could mix it all into an optimized food mush?
And the cool thing is, it's in a Tupperware, so we can literally put a lid on it and take it anywhere we want.
I mean, I guess, but why would you want to carry that around with you? What could you possibly need this for? Now look, I understand why people blame Americans for their health problems. It's easy to look at these videos and then just say, oh, don't eat fast food, problem solved. But the more I look at it, the less it makes sense. The same junk that's in fast food is the same junk in our grocery stores. At first, I thought it was just a stupid design choice, but then I realized something. The people who created this didn't make any mistakes. This is their entire business model. Just looking at the average Walmart can put a small British child into a coma. Humanity wasn't supposed to shop at Walmart. We're supposed to grunt at each other and throw sticks. Now that's why shopping takes so long, because I'm comparing 30 cans of tomato sauce when they're all equally as unhealthy. Also, there are only 10 companies that own pretty much everything that we buy from grocery stores, which is a bit concerning. They've spent decades building a monopoly over every food, every drink, and every candy in our aisles. So now they get to do whatever the fuck they want, because they know we can't do anything about it. Hey, it says this chicken noodle soup is 50% dog knuckles. Can you not serve that to your customers? Oh, your sensitive little stomach can't handle that? Look, I just want real chicken. Is that so much to ask for? Well, that's not my problem. Okay, that's it. I'm taking my business elsewhere. Hey! A few months ago, an executive at Campbell said that he refuses to eat their food.
We have shit for f***ing poor people. Bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
Yeah, he got fired. I'm kind of surprised they didn't execute him on the spot. The rumor is that they're trying to send an orbital strike to his house. They want to nuke him. Someone get him into witness protection. That man is not safe out here. And I feel like he's just saying the quiet part out loud for these companies. Like, at least he's being honest. Companies feed their customers junk knowing they can't afford anything else. On top of that, they get really bold when it comes to just lying in your face. I know what you're doing, General Mills. You can't just slap the word protein on everything to make it seem healthy. Same with sugar-free and organic. It's like trying to distract an NPC in a video game. What are you doing? Oh, I was just gonna go read the nutrition label. Protein! Organic! Oh, sugar-free! Okay. Gluten-free! Ah, okay, I gotcha. And I feel like it just makes shopping so confusing. It's not like I have an hour to research every food I want to go buy. I'm in college! I don't have time to do anything! These companies will do literally anything to get a sale, even at the cost of your health. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like how cereal companies gaslight everyone into thinking that cereal is a breakfast food.
Cheerios is a powerful part of this balanced breakfast.
It's a golden part of this nutritious breakfast.
Their marketing campaigns were so aggressive that parents looked at Lucky Charms and said, yeah, I'd feed that to my kids. Mind you, this is the same cereal in all of these desserts, and parents were giving this to their children for breakfast. As someone who's studying marketing in college, this it's like 50% gaslighting. I swear, companies can just be like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, and then they get away with anything. Kellogg spends hundreds of millions of dollars a year on advertisements, and it feels impossible to escape their greasy little palms. Like when their CEO said that poor people should eat cereal for dinner, and nobody liked that.
So we're advertising about cereal for dinner if you think about the cost of cereal.
Guys, you don't have to choose between gas and food anymore. Just buy my cereal. I promise you don't have to eat anything else because it's just as nutritious. And it's a win-win, because if you buy my cereal, I get to buy another yacht. Yeah, add that to the list of CEOs just saying shit. Like the former CEO of Nestle, the biggest food company in the world, saying that water should not be a human right. Whoa, we got Mr. Giga Evil Pants over here. Who pissed in your pancakes? And that's not even the worst thing I've heard from this company. Back in the 70s, they were responsible for the deaths of thousands of babies in third world countries. I know that sounds comically evil, because it is. They had a marketing campaign where they gave out free baby formula to mothers for long enough that they couldn't produce their own breast milk anymore. And that forced them to keep buying formula.
Who cares if Africa, one of your biggest markets, has polluted water? Who cares if most of the moms using your formula don't know that they need to boil the water first?
I don't think the Nesquik bunny would approve of that. And that led to a boycott until they were like, whoops, actually breastfeeding's kinda awesome. Here at Nestle, we love boobs. This is the same company that owns Toll House, Kit Kat, Coffee Mate, DiGiorno's, and all of these other brands. Man, I can't have anything without Nestle putting their greasy fingers in my pockets. The point is that for a lot of people, it feels impossible to be healthy, because it kind of is. The American food system makes it harder to find healthy food. And this isn't an accident, it's by design. Healthy food is expensive, processed food is cheap and addictive. American food companies are also a lot less regulated than in other countries, and they use that power to fuck everyone else over. I'm tired of blaming everything on late-stage capitalism, but it always Chick-fil-A's is. So if you want to eat healthy in America, you have to spend more money and have the time to figure out the system. But hey, I'm just a guy on the internet, what do I know? At least we have Chick-fil-A, so it's kind of a trade-off if you think about it. Anyways, I'm gonna go spend $50 on DoorDash now. Feel free to in my comments if you like. And since you made it to the end, I've handpicked this video for you that I think you're gonna love. And if you don't, I'll give you a free refund. Okay, see ya.